If this video made you stop and think about your future, good. That means you're ahead of most people. But don't just click away and forget it. The next 5 years will separate those who watched AI take over from those who learned how to grow with it. So here's the challenge. Don't wait until it's too late. Start learning. Start evolving. Start now. And if you're wondering which jobs are future-proof or how you can prepare for what's coming next, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, because in the next video, we're revealing the top 5 jobs AI can't replace and how you can build a career that not only survives the AI wave, but rides it to the top. Don't miss it. This is Next Gen AI, Saboor, where the future meets reality.
Imagine waking up one day and realizing the job you've built your entire life around no longer exists. Not because of a mistake, not because of the economy, but because a machine can now do it faster, cheaper, and without needing a coffee break. This isn't science fiction. This is happening right now, quietly and swiftly, and by 2030, millions of jobs could disappear, replaced not by humans, but by algorithms, robots, and artificial intelligence systems that are already being tested in ways most people aren't even aware of. If you think your job is safe, you might want to think again. The revolution is silent. It doesn't come with protests or announcements. It comes in lines of code, in machine learning models that keep getting smarter every second. It comes in the form of AI that doesn't call in sick, doesn't need a vacation, and doesn't demand a raise. In factories, offices, hospitals, and even creative spaces, AI is slipping in and changing the rules and the players. What we're witnessing is not just a shift in technology, it's a transformation of the entire workforce. And it's not happening in the future. It's already begun. Take a look at customer service. That friendly voice you used to hear on the phone, asking how they could help. Now it's often a chatbot, an AI system that's been trained on thousands of conversations, learning to respond just like a human would. These bots don't need sleep. They don't make errors. And businesses are saving millions by replacing call centers with these 24/7 automated agents. By 2030, entire departments of human customer service reps could be wiped out, and unless you're the one designing or managing the bots, you may be out of the loop and out of work. But it's not just basic jobs being taken over. It's not just the repetitive tasks. AI is climbing higher up the ladder, aiming for jobs we thought were untouchable. Jobs that took years of education, certification, and experience to qualify for. In the field of transportation, for instance, the self-driving revolution is accelerating faster than people think. Truck drivers, especially in the US, represent one of the largest employment sectors. But autonomous trucks, already being tested on highways, are capable of making long-distance trips without a break. They don't get tired, distracted, or need rest stops. And once the technology becomes just a little more stable, companies will have every incentive to go driverless. It's safer. It's cheaper. It's inevitable. The same goes for taxis, ride shares, and delivery services. The millions who rely on driving to make a living could find themselves edged out by fleets of autonomous vehicles managed by AI logistics software. And then there's retail. Think about how many stores you've walked into where no one was behind the counter. Self-checkout machines are just the beginning. Amazon is already piloting cashier-less grocery stores, where AI cameras track what you pick up, charge your account automatically, and you walk out without ever pulling out your wallet. It's a frictionless experience for customers and a brutal cost-cutting decision for employers. Imagine the future malls and shops quiet, sleek, automated, with only a few humans needed for oversight. The retail jobs that once helped millions get by, from teenagers to retirees, are vanishing. Not because people aren't shopping, but because the way we shop no longer requires people. Even the creative industries aren't safe. Think about how AI can now write scripts, compose music, and generate art. It used to be that creativity was the one thing machines couldn't replicate. But tools like ChatGPT, DALL-E, Sora, and others are proving otherwise. A musician spends hours perfecting a melody, and AI can generate 10 versions in a minute. A graphic designer works for days on a concept. An AI tool can draft hundreds in a few seconds. Even journalists and copywriters are feeling the pressure. AI is now capable of generating news articles, blog posts, and even marketing copy. Not all of it is perfect, but it's improving fast. And when businesses want speed over soul, AI wins. So yes, if your job involves writing, designing, or even creating content for social media, there's a real chance you'll be competing with or replaced by an algorithm. Now let's talk about finance. Bank tellers, loan officers, even accountants. The financial world is rapidly embracing AI not just for automation, but for precision. Algorithms are now reviewing loan applications, detecting fraud, analyzing investments, and even providing financial advice. Robo-advisors don't need a commission. They don't get emotional. They don't make decisions based on bias or impulse. And they're available 24/7. It's no longer a question of if banks will replace their human advisors, it's a question of how soon. Already, major institutions are reducing human staff in favor of AI-driven services. For people in finance, the shift may feel subtle now, but it's going to hit like a tidal wave in the next 5 years. So, what does this mean for you? It means we are entering a time when being good at your job may not be enough. The key skill of the future isn't just technical knowledge, it's adaptability. If you can't evolve, you risk being left behind. Because here's the hard truth, AI doesn't care about your resume. It doesn't care how long you've been doing something. If a machine can do your job faster, more accurately, and for less money, you're replaceable. Cold, but real. But there's another side to this. It's not all doom and gloom. With every job AI replaces, it also creates new opportunities, ones that didn't exist a few years ago. There's now demand for AI trainers, prompt engineers, ethical consultants, data curators, robot maintenance experts, and more. The challenge is, will people be ready to shift into those roles? Will they learn the skills that can't be automated?
Skills like empathy, strategy, leadership, critical thinking, and human connection. These are the areas where I still fall short and will for some time. The danger isn't just losing jobs. It's assuming that your job won't be affected. Complacency is the real threat. Because the AI wave isn't coming, it's already here, quietly reshaping industries, rewriting job descriptions, and replacing human hands with lines of code. The best way to survive this shift isn't to fear it, it's to understand it, adapt to it, and find ways to stay ahead. Ask yourself, if I came for my job tomorrow, what would I do? Would I be ready? Would I have another skill, another path, or would I be caught off guard like millions of others? The people who thrive in this new world won't be the ones with the most degrees or the most experience. They'll be the ones who are curious, flexible, and willing to learn new things fast. So if you're watching this, don't panic, but don't stay still either. Start exploring new skills. Dive into tech, even if it feels uncomfortable. Learn how to work with AI, not against it. Because in this race, those who adapt will lead. And those who don't may not get a second chance. The world is changing fast. The question isn't whether AI will change your job, it's when. The only real question left is, will you be ready?